Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. How are you all doing? Well, this episode will be filled with surprises. You realize it's me alone? Are you guys ready for today? Are you ready for another relationship circle? As a matter of fact, the month of February will be an interesting one. Zine. So let me see who is here. Let me see. I see that some of you guys are on. Let me see who is here so I can shout you out and welcome you. If you're here for the first time, we are happy that you're here. Hello. And how are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, Sharika said, she there. All right, nice, cool, love that. And I hope you are ready for this conversation tonight, Sharika. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. So to begin, I will let you guys know what relationship circle is and what it's all about, right? Because as you know, we want you to have a clear idea of what it is that we're doing each week, right? So without further ado, relationship circle is with OJ. Well, today it's just Jamila, but it's O'Shane and Jamila Williams, where we delve into discussions on various aspects of relationships, encompassing personal experiences and those of others. We aim to openly discuss even more sensitive topics and contribute to fostering healthy relationships within our community, right? So as we will always say each week, it's all about sharing our experiences with you, including our community, so that they can share their experiences as well, right? So for the month of February, we will be featuring various couples. And today, we'll be starting with our friends, our brothers and sisters, the aliens, right? So I'm about to introduce them now. So let me know if you guys are ready because we are ready. So our guest this week is Kenil and Janae Allen. Welcome, family. Welcome.
Hey.
Thank you for having us.
It looked like we planned all of it in a green.
Well, I took out my green dress from this morning and said, this is what I'm going to wear. Two
Right.
putting on green shirts. And I'm like,
Where my green shirt?
I didn't know. I was in the spirit and I followed the spirit.
Tell me that follow it. But before we continue, I want to say we will have a surprise in the program somewhere. Something might change, right? Yes. Anyways, without further ado, guys, let me know, how did you guys meet? Let me see. I want Janae to go first. Cause
on. Again, you're in the spirit.
With him own interpretation of how we meet, you know.
Like you want a full version or like a condensed version? Cause
like a full version.
Well,
oh my god.
Right person asked, cause she up started.
All right. So it was 2016?
Yeah.
Right, 2016, I was at church. I usually go to Phil Club, right? That's where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him playing drums. I mean, so never get to that boy there. Like,
what's from?
Good, and him can play well. And I was like, I have to go find him about this young man. So I asked around, and got his name. And I messaged him on Facebook and I just said hi.
Mm-hmm.
And like we would talk. It was just no pressure, no nothing. We just talk. Um, and then I think we met in person, as in like spoke to each other face to face first. I think it was Funny in the Sun.
Mm.
Then a little misunderstanding happened.
What?
Misunderstanding. I'm saying, you know what? Block and delete. Because 2016 January, instant block and delete. No.
Right. Right.
And
No.
then we just stopped talk for a good while. I would see him here and there at various events, but we wouldn't talk. And then when we can I decide what happened?
2020.
2020?
Or like February.
Yeah, about February. As I said, we would see each other like, but not talk. And then I think February 2020, he responded to something on my status. I don't quite remember what it was. I don't quite what it was, but I found it strange. And then one day I was going on the road, and he offered to carry me somewhere. That was before or after my status?
After.
Yeah, him. I was going on the road, and he just messaged me and asked me if I wanted a ride. And I said, okay. And
Right.
we spoke and stuff. Again, it was like no pressure, just talking. Yeah. But I remember when things changed for me, I had shared something that I was going through, and I was so ashamed of myself for it. And I was like just beating up myself. And I shared it with him, like part of me expecting to get like judgment and but then he was just so gracious and just teaching me about grace and how God has already forgiven me and I'm like, okay, maybe but then we were just talking, and remember COVID just come and mash up everybody's life.
Right.
Just really spent that time talking. I mean, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, just a talk. We would video call, just talk, and we would see each other on Sundays because he would go to church and then come by and look for me, and we would drive out to Palisados, and So in a nutshell, that's kind of how we met. You want to
Can you stick to the story? There's nothing that you're adding. That's it.
I think it's basically that though. It's basically I met her on Facebook. She saw me at church. I didn't know that she existed. And, right.
Wow.
It's true. I didn't
Everybody. Oh my God.
the Lord in spirit and in truth, in the beauty of holiness. So I went there and I played under the anointing and I went home. Okay.
Right.
Yes, I did. So it was funny. When I got this random inbox on Facebook, but this girl, I'm like, okay, this is weird. So, but I went on her profile. I'm like, oh, she's kind of cute. So yeah,
She's pretty. Yeah.
yeah, she's pretty. So why not? But I would say though, what during that time, I was just coming out of a really hard breakup. So it was just a genuine. She said hi, I'm like hi,
Yeah.
and then was constantly having conversation. I think like probably like a month or so before actually meeting the person because we was constantly talking on Facebook and then we exchanged numbers on WhatsApp, and then Funny Son came and we met for the first time in person.
Yeah, nice. And naturally, I would say that you are that type of person, right? Can you make a pick up for you a little? That
Yeah, right.
But you were stunned by Janae's beauty, right?
I was.
All right. So, how was your first impression of each other, and how has it changed over time? So, what was like your first impression?
That I mean, the day when we met on Facebook, or when we actually started.
It would be more like in comparison to when you met on Facebook and then when you did actually see her. Since you guys, communicated over Facebook first.
This is funny. All right, so all right, so when we initially met on Facebook and the conversation was just easy. Like I was talking to somebody I already knew for a long time, and so we just talk and laugh and it's so funny because I rather to call somebody than to text. I'm not the text type. I mean, I do it because I have to, my body is texting. But I rather call. I realized talking to Johnny, I didn't mind the texting because I realized that's how you do it. So I'm like, all right. And I try to, like sometimes I have to go up on Google for make sure I spell check. I spell check my word them sometimes. I go up on Google to make sure I say, man, smell dunce. So and then copy and paste it and then drop it in the chat and use big words of my thing, genius. So,
Right.
but it was just like talking to a friend like I knew from before. I met her in person again when she said there was a misunderstanding. So we met in person, right? We two have two different stories and that misunderstanding. So my thing was I came there with friends, right? So I came with my friends. The plan was to meet Jenny in person for the first time. So we met up, saw each other. I think there was another friend of hers was there as well. So three of us was there for a little bit, talking. The friend said that she leaving, and then I said, all right, I'm gonna go back to my friends as well.
We never have to tell a story, We never have to tell a story. Oh, this correlate with what Jamila asked you.
So I'm saying the misunderstanding. So
Yeah.
so I guess there was some, but and then we stopped talking for this long period of time after that. So yeah.
So how that affect the impression, can you tell me?
The impression, tell you what, it put the impression because I thought when we initially when we talked online, it was so smooth, and then after that one misunderstanding, I at one point I'm like, wait, what happened? Like, I thought,
Like I said, where did I go wrong? Like,
yeah, right. I wondering where did I go wrong, but she had
Janae, I look at you like you know where you go wrong,
we spoke about this, so we spoke about it, and I think we understand each other after that when miscommunication was. But that did kind of change my impression, to be honest, right then and there until 2020 changed again. Yeah, it changed again after that. So yeah.
So Janae, how about you? You said the first time you saw him, he was playing drums. And I said, what's there to this guy?
So my first impression seeing him play drums was that he is very talented and anointed, because I feel like that's his way of worship. He doesn't get to sit down and sing and lift hands like everybody else.
Right.
In his own way, playing the drums for the Lord, that's his worship, and that's what he was anointed. And just by talking to him, of course, he did look good. Wouldn't want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, he was, as he said, easy to talk to. It was like talking to somebody I knew a long time, very friendly. And my impression of him now, he still look good, still anointed, still easy to talk to. Still easy to talk to and stuff, and still my bestie for the rest of it. So, period.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, this was part of what I was going to ask, but I realized that something that you guys would have mentioned is that you spoke a lot. So it's almost like when I never necessarily started communicating because you guys were looking for a relationship. It was more like a friendship. Like, who is this guy? Who is this girl? how do I get to know her?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good. I mean, that's a great way to start it. Like without any, like Kenny never say, "Oh, man, really I try to impress the girl there."
Yeah, there was none of that. None of
Right, right. That's so good. All right, interesting now. If you could describe your relationship using a movie title, what would it be and why?
You know, I was really struggling with this question because I don't watch many movies.
Me worse. Me worse.
Or relationship. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't watch many movies.
High School Musical, Cheetah Girls. I'm Canada. All-Star one.
I was thinking maybe The Vow. Just because I'm like hopeless romantic. So like The Vow, The Notebook, like those movies. But then I don't know. The Vow because when we stopped talking for that period, you watch The Vow, you know what we are talking?
Maybe. But I don't know movie titles. I can't help myself. Like O'Shane would probably have to tell me that.
I don't know. In The Vow. Well, in The Vow, something happened. The wife was in an accident and she lost her memory. And the guy was just really trying to get her to remember how in love they were and stuff, and just was really fighting for her to fall back in love with him and to just remember their beautiful love story. So maybe circumstances aren't the same, but things might happen and you just have to fight for you're supposed to remember you guys' love story and the love that you guys share with each other.
Right, almost like bringing back the memories.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't answer that because the only movie that made me watch like Marvel. So
I know, and that's why I wanted to hear your point of view, because I wanted you to break it down to me. Like, all right, what the movie them name?
Him just say Walking Dead. I don't know if you watch a movie.
No, but I hear what you're talking about.
Tell me that kind of brown space.
I'm gonna say, like, because I know that even though the Marvel movies are, them have a little romance in there, or a little superhero.
So the Hulk, I'd be like the Hulk, and she would be no man, what's the name?
Oh, the girl that can make him calm back down.
Yeah. That is it. Yeah. I meant that.
I know. Nice. Okay, but so you guys actually married when? In 2020 or 2021?
2020.
So, only do that much here for me.
Much at all.
Right? And then 2020, on the start up back, I'm married in 2020. Tell me about that. Like,
I wasn't forced it.
So, like, how did that happen?
So I don't know. I don't know. Like as I said, it was COVID. I guess we never have nothing for the but to talk to each other. But we were talking the entire day. I tell you, video call, regular call. We just a chat. All my stepsister was like, "Girl, go to bed." I was just up talking, and I feel like we really built a strong foundation. As I said, it was no pressure. It was no trying to impress anybody. And we would see each other once for the week. As I said, when he goes to church on Sunday, he would come pick me up and we'd go to Palisades. And to me, those were the best times. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, so that was about February, March, April, June.
April, June. April, May, June.
Yeah, and then June, he asked to be official, and then yes. Sure. So then, I don't even know when marriage even started coming up. I think we had a meeting with his brother and sister-in-law, and they were just asking us like what our intentions are with each other and stuff like that. And then the idea of marriage, I think the seed was planted there. I can't remember when exactly that conversation was, but the seed of marriage was planted there. And initially, I was like, no, and Kenny was kind of more running with it.
No, it was more of, all right, so they asked the question, our intentions and how soon we see ourselves getting married.
Yeah.
So, then I said, oh, I guess she had a timeline, like probably like 3 years from now, 2 years from now. And like, all right.
So hard.
Yeah, so for me, I'm like, whenever the opportunity presents itself. So I didn't really have a
timeline. Yeah,
so,
but
so if this year, if it's next year, if it was, I'm just like, whenever the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, but I was just like, no. But I think as the relationship progressed, I found myself being like the idea, and I'm like, oh my god, like suppose this actually happens,
Right.
you know, and I was excited, and you know, them time I don't even think Kenny did meet my father. So, I think we talk about it, but nothing like concrete and say, oh, we're gonna plan wedding and them someday. It would just be like an idea that we kept on checking in on each other as in how we felt about the idea of getting married and just stuff like that. So I think Kenny's family got COVID, so he had to quarantine. This was probably about
we plan already, start planning in November. What is that?
No. All right, you tell the story.
Yeah, that's the story. I remember. But all right, so what happened is yeah, so she said we had a conversation with Kevin, I think probably Kevin and Tisha around June, July, thereabouts. And I think we start having conversations. I think in September we officially made up our mind that hey, we're gonna do this, you know. So
he didn't meet my father that time.
Yeah, so I actually met her dad in September, and that was the second time.
yeah. And then my father was saying, why you have to get married December? Why not wait till like next year? And then that they kind of met me kind of said, okay, next year and whatever. But
at this point, did he can you propose already, or you guys were just talking about
we're still just talking. So but in us talking, we decided that we wanted to do it in December. We wanted to do it in 2020. So fast forward to November now. My birthday is in November. You didn't see my birthday? No. My birthday is in November and stuff, but his family had COVID, so he had to quarantine. So never saw me for my birthday, and I think we had planned to go out when him get free, when them free him. So we planned to go to Porch. I don't think. Yeah, Porch.
Yeah, Porch.
Oh, there's so many pieces of the story we're missing out because we all go look on wedding ring and all them someday. Yeah, we went to look on wedding rings and he paid a down payment on it, but I didn't know when he got it back. Right, so the day we were supposed to go meet up, he was like, make sure you wear something nice and, you know, because I don't see you for how long and we're going out. So in my mind, I'm like, But then he tell me, say, oh, you know, him don't want me to be disappointed, but he never did pick up the ring, but him gonna get it soon. So I said, okay, when him come meet me, you know, me I feed up him pocket and everything.
Yeah. Hey, we'll find that so crazy. I said, what? Thank God the ring is in our bag.
Hey, we feed up him pocket.
Come, I feel pocket. And I said,
Johnny, I know how you feel. That's why my proposal ended up being at home on my veranda in my yard. because of that same thing. Yes, when you know that it's coming, it's almost like you're looking and I'm trying to watch Miss Inquisitive, excuse me. But won't get it. When you know, it's almost like every outing you're expecting it.
Yeah.
Like your heart, the inner your chest. And then like especially when your parents know, like for me, like every time I went home, my mommy was saying, and you know that look there. Like so imagine someone understand.
Yeah.
Don't judge my sister.
To get tricked still because
Trust
I have
me.
it all planned already. I call the manager for the restaurant with the have all planned out to get the ring, everything. Like
Listen, because even on a day, you know, I remember saying to him that I go wear jeans and one shirt, but not wearing no dress. Like, why you want me? Like, why is it so important? Anyway, so we reach the restaurant now. As I said, I feed him up, never find a ring. So I said, all right. Not like that, guys. I was checking for the ring. So then I realized that it's not there. Part of me was a little disappointed, but I was like, sure, it's gonna happen because that we already said wedding date at that time. So I am there. We're having fun. We're talk and whatever. And then like he says, "You want to take some pictures outside?" I said, "Okay, calm. It look nice." So I was like, "Sure, why not?" So music was playing in the background. I'm just singing and just singing. So then the Bruno Mars song started playing, and I'm just there singing, totally oblivious to what's going on. I'm just singing, waiting for my pictures to be taken. I see this lady come out with cake, and
No, hold on. No, and a second. The lady come out and she said, "Mr. Allen, I have something to give you," and she gave me like some piece of paper. And it had, "Will you marry me?"
Oh yeah.
So I started like show Johnny, and she's like, "What?" And then the lady came up with the cake, and then my brother come out of the bush with the camera and thing, and I take picture and thing.
Guys, I'm gonna take my smile so much in my entire life. You know, I thought I would just look so soft and oh my god, cute. It was like the widest grin on my face. Kenny and a shake. Like literally a shake, nervous bad.
Yeah, I put the ring on her finger, good. See, I'm gonna try and find it. It's just a miss, is it?
I was really. I mean, out there singing and like not even thinking anything of it.
But I really can't get why males are so nervous. Like, we really have to have a conversation with the man them because it's a similar thing. Like after Ocean asked me and everything, him like he walked away. And he was parked outside and him got in the vehicle and him start worship and then I said, "What? I'm
a stop, bro."
Never knew that I could say yes and whatever. I said, but we've spoken about this so many times. So like,
you just know.
What going on the head?
No, I see enough man. Well, I see video still enough man go on them knees and come and tell them nope. I never caught me. I did in a public, you know. In a public. First of all,
just say it.
It was a lunch. It was a lunch date. And I went to the port and I was hoping that there would be nobody there. I never know so much people eat lunch at an expensive restaurant here. I mean, what is going on?
Yeah, like what's over there?
Yeah.
I can't back out now because I say too much people. It was everybody I clap with. Yeah.
No, yeah, so we got engaged November 19th. That's actually my dad's birthday. And then we got married December 12th, 2020. It was supposed to be the 19th, but
it was the 18th.
The 18th.
You see this?
It was supposed to be the 18th. But guys, you see the latter part, we struggled kind of to find a venue. Because I wanted to do it somewhere, but wasn't getting through with that place. And I just remember the feeling, because where I wanted to do it initially, I wouldn't have to pay. And I said, boy, God, when we go find someone now, we'll pay for money. But it so worked out that we did that Pegasus on the lawn. And since it was COVID, they were having a special event going on. They had a special. My sister-in-law made my wedding dress for free. We did my own cake. My friends them come out and help us with like setting up. We did this planning basically by ourselves. No wedding, nothing.
1 month, like, don't have to talk to you now. One different episode.
So guys, if you want to hire us for your wedding planner, we got you.
Yeah, we can.
At Bet Bliss JA, shameless plug for your wedding cake. Legacy Media, you want streaming,
because
also pay for your wedding dress.
That's an extreme sport.
You know that worked though.
Trust me, but it all worked out so well. It was so beautiful. Trust me.
Yes. I can't. I know. I saw it. It was good. Yeah.
It was amazing. So yeah, unconventional, but we did it, and we're still here. So
great. What's one thing your partner does that never fails to make you smile?
I would say this. Jenny, she's the opposite of me in terms of she's very reserved, but she's probably the funniest person I know. But not even joke. Like one day,
can you
guys, I'm almost never there. Like when I'm almost going to the afterlife, the girl give me a joke. I never yet experienced this. I laugh, I can't breathe.
Oh my God!
The ear, and cause me I laugh so hard. It's like I should do it so effortlessly. Like Johnny remember laugh. So just random something random, and you're like, no man.
Yeah.
That day there, I literally couldn't breathe. I laughed so hard, I could not breathe, and I'm like, God, I need this.
Is this how much?
But yeah, it's just her being herself, especially in those silly moments. I would smile. I would say, yo, man. I picked the right one.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's so many things. What's one thing you do that makes me smile? I think watching him do what he was created to do always makes me smile. I feel like a proud parent. Like watching him play basketball, watching him play drums, watching him like streaming just in his element. I'm look at him and I say, I'm gonna look at you, let you know. Like, I'm proud of you. It just makes me so happy, and I just feel like I just smile because there's just something about watching your spouse just like on their craft and just I just love it.
Yeah,
all the time.
I understand. Yeah. Yes, you can use. So keep using your talent. Keep using your talent.
That is it. It's my passion. So
yeah, because that keep a smile on Janae's face. Here's another thing though. The next brain teaser, right? What's one? No, if you had to pick a theme song for your relationship, what would it be? A theme song.
I don't see nothing wrong.
Oh, good. Oh gosh. I did say Lightning by Mortimer. And I was even Googling the words. We're done.
Girl, I want my favorite song that. So I know it.
Yeah. I just love it. It's just such a beautiful, such a pure love song, and
yeah,
and it's true. Him coming and just strike me down. You understand?
Let me see if we can find the words so others can. can understand what we're talking about.
Oh,
It said, your love struck me down lightning, thunder in my soul, baby. My heart beats for you only. Every word is true. I'm in love with you. Take you as you are, lady. You ain't gotta change
Yeah,
for
or
me. Need you from your crown, honey, right down to the sole of your very feet.
my love goes stronger each day. Hey, tune.
yeah,
That was
man.
actually our wedding. What is that?
Don't
Oh, no,
do
no.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, so right.
1,000 years. That's my other song. But the little song here, I'm a vibe. But 1,000 years, every time I hear it, like, I just cry. The other day, I went to deliver a cake, and that was the same song that the bride was walking down to. I'm just like emotional. I said, oh God, Kenny, because he followed me. I was like, oh my God, that's our song. That's our song.
I wasn't a girl. I know.
Guys, if you don't know which song that is, it came in Twilight when Bella was getting married to Edward. So
Oh, that's where that song comes from.
yes, that's my song. But those two songs, cause yeah.
Yeah. And I can understand songs being associated with the wedding because that happens to me a lot too, where you hear about this song and it's almost like you kind of relive the whole wedding day and the emotions and everything that you were feeling.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So you guys had mentioned something earlier about your wedding being unconventional. What do you think about clearly millennials marriage or millennials dating these days?
I think the millennials are okay. The Gen Zs, I'm worried about. The Gen Zs, I'm really worried about.
Borderline? I think I'm on the borderline. But yeah,
You don't wanna. You get peace on the millennials, so you're good.
Which year you won?
97. So I'm on the
Oh, yeah,
borderline.
just make it, friend. Just make it. Oh
Jesus.
my God.
Let's just roll.
But to be honest, I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm married now because some stories that I hear people telling me, I'm like, you have got to be kidding. You have got to be kidding. But then, I see some beautiful couples out there too. So, I guess it's just really picking your partner wisely, really praying about it, and just being intentional. Listen, be intentional and don't waste people's time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think for me, I'm happy that I was born when I was born. Okay, and so I would have been able to witness and to be around persons before me, and especially to Kavan and Keisha.
Yeah.
I think my dad and my mom before my dad passed away, and I had and have still have different other persons in my life that are still married before I'm married, and I was able to kind of get that type of example from them growing up. So a lot of the good morals and the values would have been instilled in me from that time. So to be honest, even me married to Jenny within that short space of time, it's beyond me. I'm like, I would have never, based on what me believe in, principle, I'm gonna tell people say, don't do what we do. Don't even think about it. What we do, I'm a God alone.
Listen,
Oh,
what you guys did was ordained. Oh, when did that mean back in a reconnect in a 2020?
I feel like it was a special case.
And then married in a 1 month. No, that by himself.
It was God. God
I got,
all over it.
I got.
Every step of the way it was God.
But now seeing how these other relationships now, it's kind of hard for them. For one, social media. Too much
Yeah.
social media and how it depicts relationship and marriage and and most often times it give a negative connotation to marriage. But I don't know. I see some real hope, but at the same time, it's very concerning to how we were taught how to date, you meet that person, and then how you the process of getting married, and then how now persons have the idea about getting married and or not even getting married, just date and just go by vibes.
Vibes, yeah. But I think it all boils back down to what Kenny said. If you have like positive relationships to look at, to mimic in a sense, to just see that love between two persons. Because if social media is the only thing you're seeing, it don't always look good. And as Kenny said, there's a lot of you see that every other day there's a divorce. People married for 2 years, divorce, and so if you don't have that good or positive influence around you, it's kind of hard because then you have no guidance.
Yeah, and then when you have community as well, as you guys, you have other people to speak to and ask questions and say, how do you guys navigate through this and all of that.
Yeah.
And older persons too, even if it's not somebody in your age group, older persons. I have a lot of big man friends, them and I love them so much. Oh my God, they're so helpful. But then I think you also need people your age too, because they can connect with them differently, and
Yeah.
All right. If you could swap roles for a day, what aspect of each other's life would you be most excited to experience? Me, wish me could have did sing.
I was like, I'll play basketball, I'll be drumming, I'll be swimming, and I just feel like Kenny is one of the most popular persons I know. I would like to experience how it really feels to be extroverted for a day, because I just don't understand how you can just always be so bubbly, just always wanting to, like, Kenny will go time way if you say hi to somebody. Me, go to my way for hide, but not say nothing to nobody.
No, but you see, Johnny, you see with Kenny, it's not only an individual thing.
Yeah, me and Katie are basically the same.
Yes.
But Kenny's mother, come on, I just don't understand. I really, like, every day I fight to understand. Because sometimes I would want to get annoyed, but I'm like, Johnny, that's him, that's who he is. He can't change it. Just like how you don't want to talk to nobody, Kenny genuinely loves people.
Yep.
So me I just want to take on the role of your day for really understand it and
like see what kind of fulfillment. See what kind of fulfillment that you.
Yeah, I really want to understand it. We don't just, shoot a 3-pointer here and there, play some drums here and there, go and go hail up 2 people and just, I feel like Kenny feel like when he's walking, he's gliding on clouds. Like he's the coolest kid.
Coolest kid.
I swear, a foot bottom team. Foot bottom, not touch girl.
Yeah, right. What about you, Kenny?
It's a irony is how Johnny want to hide from people, but yet everybody gravitates to Johnny. So it like me, I feel like me big friend sometimes. I feel like I'm friend. I tell you the truth, don't know me big friend them. Johnny, he just want to be her friend. He just want to talk to her. He just want to be, hey, how are you? Oh, you're so pretty. And she let me.
She looks so pretty.
And me, I'm just
nice.
Guys, I don't want it to look like I don't like people. It's a me issue. It's a me issue. No, it's a me issue. I have social anxiety. So it's like I'm thinking of everything that could go wrong, everything that I could say wrong, and just spaz out. I'm just not gonna want to say nothing. So I, in my shell where it's comfortable. So it's not that I don't like people. I love people, but it just freaked me out sometimes.
And then because she not used to my world with so much people like say, me, no, everybody want me Johnny, and like, hi, and Johnny, like, you know. So I mean, I would like to experience just natural. Like, I think people gravitate to me, but not as easy as like my nieces. Normally, when I come to the house, before Johnny existed, when I come to the house, them uncle, me, tell me father, me, uncle, drum climb up, hug up everything. You see, the last time I went to the house, this is true story. I went to the house, and the middle one, Cara, look at me and said, she said, hi, she said, where's Auntie Johnny? So I said, she's home. And she looked at me and said, next time, make sure you bring Auntie Johnny with you.
Wow.
Say, say I do that. I mean, people just gravitate to Johnny so easily.
Yeah.
All of my friends want to be friends with Johnny. It's crazy. I'm like, I feel like I work too hard for you just come in and my face and you're not even trying. People like you. I mean, I work hard for this for 30 odd years. But I like
Janelle comment and say, Jenny is amazing. Thank you, Kenny, for sharing your wife.
Oh, girl.
It's a matter about. It's a matter about.
But I understand, Kenny, because with me and O'Shane, I am the extroverted one and O'Shane is the quieter version. But it's the same thing. People draw to him more. And my siblings, embarrassing, they draw to him more. Like, I would be talking to my little brother, and me and him have a conversation, and then O'Shane come in the video call. Oh, O'Shane!
Yes!
Me! Never get that energy. And then he would have tell O'Shane all the things that him not tell me. And all of a sudden, even my grandparents, when I talk to them on the phone, like my grandmother would say, "Are you okay?" And the next question is, "Where's husband?" I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
They share opinion. You understand?
Yeah, so I understand. All right. Next question is, what's your favorite date night memory and why does it stand out to you? Favorite date?
I was tempted to say it wasn't a date night, it was a day when we got engaged. But to be honest, I'm gonna tell you, there was just something about those Sunday evenings when Penny just come pick me up after church. I would go Palisade.
Yeah.
I feel like
They're not in a flow them time and we just love church. It was rich.
like, it was just so pure, so innocent. I mean, we never have to go out. We'd probably just buy KFC and just carry it. And it was just amazing. It was just so, I don't know. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
When she said that, because I think for me, I never said to her either. I think probably my favorite the date wasn't the day, as actually the day when I asked her to be my girlfriend. I think that was I blush, you know? I remember that day like it was yesterday. That was nice. I think I picked her up in the day. I went to Gloria's one by Port Royal and eat and we talk. Just nice.
Yeah.
Just a nice, cool Oscar. And even when they ask her, I never know she gonna say yes or no. We just ask her. She said yes. I feel like that was just like the best day of my life. Like, yo, that girl, you have a girlfriend, yo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was. Yeah, I think probably that was one of. We have had many good date nights and outing and stuff, but I remember that spot. I shouldn't say I want to spot too. I remember that day. I want to ask her. Yeah, that just set the pace for everything else afterwards.
Beautiful. Sounds so good. Jeez, anything with food though. Yeah. What's something you've learned about yourself through your relationship with your partner? What's something that you've learned? Mm.
All right, I'll go first. I've learned a lot of things, but one thing Kenny has taught me is that I can really do anything, that I am talented. I feel like Kenny believe in me more than me believing in me.
Yeah.
Like Kenny has so much faith in me, it's inspiring. So I feel like once I put my mind to it, God will just move on my behalf and I can do anything. Oh, and he also taught me to have faith. Kenny
Wow.
is boy, sometimes I feel like I'm delusional.
The Lulu.
Because Kenny just have, and I guess because of his mom, but Kenny like literally believes like anything is possible. Me, I'm a logical girl. I have to sit out and go work out before me say, all right. But
Yeah.
Kenny taught me forget logic sometime. Trust God.
Yeah.
Those were some interesting times. All right. She said something positive, but it's negative for me. But
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. So I mean, I always think that I am a very, um, you know, kind and patient and man of grace, person. I think I am still, but I felt like we have it down to the T. And then when I got married, I realized, boy, I can't even say the word to my mind right now. But
Pray for me, sis. Pray for me. Pray for me.
realized I had a lot of work to do in terms of really showing grace in every sense of the word and patience to Jenny. I'm not saying that she would do stuff like it, but just me in general, I realized I think I was overly confident to be honest. Going into the relationship, like, yeah, man, I'm gonna have that laugh, I'm gonna have that laugh. And she's gonna experience the best patient guy ever, me
Yeah.
and compete for patience right now. Like but then when I got married, I'm like, oh my god, no man, he's a monster. And so that took me on a journey, wanting to be better for her. And the Bible says, "You love your wife as Christ loved the church." And so that I realized, I learned about myself, and in return, that kind of helped me on that journey to get better. Um, as a husband, but just in general as a person.
Other person.
So,
Right.
yeah. So that was.
All right, so since him said something about me,
I know you don't have to. You don't have to.
But and this is what I was gonna say. I've also learned that I'm not the nicest person. Like I thought I was Jamaica's sweetheart. I say to him all the time, like I'm nice. I'm just a nice person.
So two of we come in, we're overly confident.
I'm a nice person.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like I'm not gonna say that. Like sometimes I react and say some things, and I'm like, my mentor says to me sometimes, taste your word before you say them. And sometimes after I say it and taste it, me I say, and you never have to say that. You never have to say that, girl. Like you never have to say that. But I think a part of being married is being self-aware and seeing where what's not. So marriage is gonna illuminate the not nice things about you.
About you.
Because marriage is about fixing and doing that internal work, dying to yourself every day. So it have to show you those things. So I don't know. We're working on it. We're being patient with each other. So we're going.
Yeah, I understand and I agree because I think naturally, Jenny, because we are females and we might be so nice to our females too, and like people in general, we feel like we're nice.
Yeah.
Just
I'm here say, huh? Okay.
until we get the reality check to say, that
And
little
pray for me,
attitude,
guys. Pray for me.
yeah, that little attitude, that little sassiness in the mouth.
Sometimes, let me tell you, sometimes I literally have to bite my tongue. Like, literally bite my tongue. Because I said, Johnny, we're going to pass that test here, you know. I'm going to pass that test here today.
Promise to them, we don't get trouble.
Guys, I'm literally have to bite my tongue, man.
Me and
Calm
a
down
troublemaker.
myself. Come and say, we don't need to behave like this. We don't need to start no drama. And, you know, but I feel like I've been doing better. It's a process. And I feel like if I slip up, I've been perfected daily. I'm not perfect. So just.
Yeah, because like for me, I think at one point in my relationship, I was like, yeah, I'm super wife. I'm balancing everything. And I'm spending enough time with the husband and everything. Until one day I said to him, you know, take me I spend enough time with you and them something that I cannot. And he just said, no. Like he was just so straightforward with it. I mean, I said, what? Hey, my shame like a dog. Imagine me and things say, yeah, I am that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the wife. What you mean? And then he was like, no, like
Who do you
no.
think he is?
Well,
I gotta wake up calm, man. I gotta wake up calm.
but
But
it's
yeah,
important to be like honest and open with our spouses, because and I feel like it's important to be vocal if you're not pleased with a certain thing.
yeah,
Say it, because they won't know. As you say, you thought you were killing it, you're doing, you know. But
doing
if
the
you're,
most.
if you're not made aware, how can you change? So no matter how hard the conversation, and of course, say it from a place of love, but you have to make them aware. Hey, I don't like when you do this. It rubbed me the wrong way, and you have that
Yeah.
conversation.
It's true, and as I rightfully said, Johnny, it's not easy conversations. These things are not easy either. Because I remember one time I felt like O'Shane was probably being selfish in a situation, and like it did hurt me to say it to you. Because you know,
Yeah,
imagine somebody I tell me say I'm
yeah,
selfish, but then I felt like in that scenario or whatever, he was being like that, and I had to really say it because how would he have known? You get
yeah.
what I mean? And then over time, he would have come back to say, you know, thanks for sharing that, or I realized what you were saying, or whatever. So imagine if me never say it, you know?
Yeah.
As you guys rightfully say, in marriage, it's really when you start to discover those little things inside of you that you thought you
Yeah,
were.
I said this though. I learned this many years ago before I got married. And I heard this quote from this guy, and he said that marriage is there to make you more holy than happy. And so when you take it in that context, it really shows you those areas where you're not so much holy,
Yeah.
and you need to have to learn now how do I now navigate this situation to now reflect God in every way
Yeah.
you're exposed. So it's there to make you happy as well,
Yeah, I guess that's happiness is a byproduct.
A byproduct of
But it needs to be holy,
Yeah.
because loving your wife like Christ loved the church is
Oh,
and
take
for is not easy. We feel like the man them have it worse than we, if them really supposed to go and like love us the way that Christ of the church. Hello?
Yeah,
and I know a lot of women have, submit to no man, but if your man love you like Christ of the church, girl, submitting is easy.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
true.
can imagine in moments where you feel like he not love you like the church of Christ of the
Yeah.
church.
Yeah.
Challenges to
The
try to
permission
still
to come
submit.
back.
Yeah. But God still calls us to submit
Yeah.
and to love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
regardless. And yeah, something I am still learning. You know, nice Kenil. You can believe that. Still learning things, and and again, it's more of a reflection to look like Christ.
Yeah.
To to Danny. And so laying down my life, the man lay down on my bed. To Danny, I have no problem doing that. You know? but yeah, yeah. So it's been a journey for sure.
Well, Johnny, Ocean agreeing with you. And Kenny, Venada, big up, big bro.
Guys, when I got on my glasses, I cannot see anything. Like,
But that's such a powerful point, though, Kenny. I really want to, and Jenny really want to go unite a little because it's true. Like, imagine church people. Church people are really easy for deal with it, you know. Like, you have different personalities, have different expectations, and all of this. And you have to love these. Because remember, the church is not the building, the church is the people. So you
Right.
have to love the church unconditionally. So imagine the man having to love his wife unconditionally when we're moody, when we in our feelings, when we're happy, when we're sad, when we feel pain, like in everything, they have to love us unconditionally. It's true. I don't think we give men a lot of credit for that. Yeah, man. I don't know easy. I don't know easy. I don't know easy. Alright, so I was going to ask the audience if they had any questions because we are about to wrap up because I have one more question. But Gianna have a question. So she says, what does loving like Christ, love the church look like for you guys, for y'all?
I guess that's my question. I guess it's really waking up each day. Um, First of all, the love, it is not a feeling as we go by, but is a choice. You know, when the Bible says, "For God so loved the word that He gave,"
There's
and
only
so it is like the same for us because we love, because I love Johnny. You know, there's something I have to give up, and that would mean my pride. You know, my ego. You know, um,
is that rain?
oh,
That was just I'm on my clothes.
that's funny. Showers of blessing. But yeah, and so it's really getting up every day and deciding to put your partner first. You know,
right.
even when I'm at work, I have my friends. They're not so much Christian, but I'm a brother them,
Mhm.
and them not married either. And so sometimes when we say, "Yo, I can't go play ball today because I'm afraid to do this to my wife," and yo, is it when I'm going? And I can say sometimes I'm like, more I'm bridging them, and sometimes I'm okay with them. Like, no, my wife, my assistants right now, so I'm gonna deep. I can't stay or I can't go. And so it looks like that sometimes you have to just give up that. And trust me, my friend don't understand. Every time I say I have to do this to Jenny or I can't party today. And but them come in it though. You know, them come in
Right.
it and stuff. But it is really giving up yourself 100% for your partner. Flaw and all. Still reassuring them, still being there for them, still showing up for them regardless. Um, Blessing them as if they have done all the right things, you know. And so it is something I try to do in our relationship. When I did the coaching, they asked us that, well, they said to us that as a man, we have to set the culture or set the culture of how you want your relationship to run. And so for me, I like a relationship or a household of just pure grace and love regardless. And so it was a journey though, and still a journey, but it's pure grace and love. So even one of the things that I end the answer now. One of the things that we say that we will never do to each other is to say that we are disappointed. So that disappointment word we don't use it. We don't never use it.
Love that. Love
Right?
that.
And so even if we feel that way, we're going to try to still encourage, and say, hey, no, it's happened, but there's a better way, or we can do this way, or but yeah, so it is purely just loving regardless, because Christ loves us regardless of what we do and who we are.
Yeah. Janine Janine says Christ's love for the church was sacrificial, so man have to give up things they desire or want to do to make their wife priority. So she kind of sum up what you were saying, Kenny.
Yeah, yeah,
And then Venada say, remember, if we love our wife like we love the church, who God loveth, he chastens. So is not only the sweet side of the love, is also the corrective part too. God
I
not just
want to jump in right here because I don't want you to think that just because he said that we don't use the word disappointed. Of course, can you correct me? And sometimes it's not always nice to hear, but one thing I can say is it's never it never feels like he's putting me down. It's not the nicest thing to hear when you get corrected, but it's never from a place of putting you down. It's you're better than that. I want to see you come up. I want to see you do better. So I agree with that comment, but I just don't want it. I don't want you to get that idea because he was saying that we don't use that word.
right. Yeah. So if you guys have no other questions in the comment, let me ask you guys my last question. If you could relive a day in your relationship, which day would it be and why?
So that one question we couldn't answer.
Maybe
Ah,
the
one day.
engagement day, which day?
Oh, we have had a lot of good days, to be honest. Trust me. We have some good days. We have some good days.
I would say it's not a day, but like that period when we used to just talk on the phone, there was just something about that period. We would have devotions in the morning. It was just so pure and just so I don't know how to explain it, guys, but it was just so good. We just talk, and I mean, just no what's the word? No pressure, nothing like that.
No
Just
expectation.
expectations. We would just talk, and it really I feel like the only way or maybe the only reason why our relationship worked because that period it wasn't seeing each other and oh want touch up, feed up. It was literally just genuinely building a friendship. I feel like that's the foundation of our relationship because we can always go back and say, hey, that's the person, remind each other of who we are. Because boy, those times were just really good, really good.
Right. And those conversations that you guys would have had and
We shared like dreams, like it was a whole lot. It was nice times, nice times.
Nice, man.
Yeah, but she said go back and live.
Yeah, then now everybody get busy and
Yeah, I feel like
sometimes we just tend to call it now overlook those small moments, because
right.
we try so hard to meet the big moments in our relationship, you know. But sometimes it's just those small moments that mean the most. That you know. So yeah, it was simple at times. I've never pay a bill them time that either. So.
Right.
never go nothing. Them time never go nothing. Never go nothing. Never go.
Like the Gucci.
Yeah.
Man.
You see me? How many people just check the phone and
Yeah. You know, I'm a life changing decision to make day to day.
You know? Yeah, man.
And one decision, no, you can't affect when it's 10 years from now. Like,
Right?
so serious. um,
I agree with that answer. I definitely agree.
Gianna says, y'all give me hope. Love you.
Aww.
Yes. It was such. Mrs. Blackwood tell her good night. She tell her good night. Oh no, she said good sharing, good sharing. Yes, it was great. I learned a lot. I think one of my highlights is the faith that Jenny spoke about with Kenny, and really the point of trusting God, um, and loving your wife as well you love the church. Like, that's something that's gonna stick here. It's gonna stick here. And just you guys' story of how you started as friends. A lot of times people talk about the old time people them and how they used to get each other get the talk and send letter. But here is a millennial couple that spent a lot of time in communication, just sitting speaking, starting their relationship on the basis of being friends. How powerful is that? With no motive of, oh, I want this girl or man to be mine or whatever. Because a lot of times I think that kind of affect like the natural flow of the relationship
Yeah.
and all of that, and just being pure and open to each other. And you guys mentioned that too. In order for the relationship to work, you have to be open. You have to be open to receiving criticism and all of that. Boy, we learned so much. And Jen,
One thing, one
hold on.
last thing, and to show you how our relationship was. I mean, if you did it a different way, no condemnation, no judgment, no nothing. But for
Mm.
us, because we didn't even have sex before, we really kept it together and done it. Yeah, we did. I'm gonna tell my friend them. I'm like, what you say?
Then in the back, she said, boy, I got to really read up outside.
No, trust me, man. There were moments because most of the time we were together.
Right,
The adult supervision.
right.
So and things could have gone, but I think it was so.
No, I'm gonna share this one moment of transparency, but go on.
In the show now, yeah?
No, because I don't want to sit here and make it look like it's easy.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It
We
wasn't.
never had sex.
No, it wasn't. It
You
wasn't.
see the day before our wedding?
Almost, but it never.
Come on. Them time, it's time out.
The day before our wedding, I'm gonna tell you.
Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. Love you all.
Let me tell you, because at that point we were moving into what would have been our home. I'm never tell the whole story. But I just say the opportunity presented itself, and it was really me saying to you, I'm say, yo, we'll get married tomorrow, might as well just do it and done. And Ken in all of his might said, no, Johnny, no, you're not gonna feel good about this after we're done. You're not gonna feel good about this tomorrow. Somebody said telling the guys, it's rough enough because look at the young man. I'm not going
Yeah. Right. And look at the young girl. It's true.
understand, but now, babe, like we hold you down.
No, nada.
It just can be done.
Yeah, it can. It's possible. Trust me. It was a
Right.
real
Right.
struggle. But we got to it, And I
You
know
gotta do it. Yeah, so beautiful. All right. So Gianna says my highlight was the not using the word disappointment. Love that. Lesson to take. Listen, Gianna, me take that too. Believe me, me take that. I will be using that going forward. We're not using the disappointment word, but I don't think we've used that word.
I'm not too nice people.
Minute. If you want half of it. Too nice people.
Don't really for me. More believe to that to my nice
Thank
people.
God for salvation. Yeah, man. And thank God for the first 3 years. We have
Amen.
we've been making we are mellow into the seniority of marriage now. So it's
Yes,
getting better. It's getting
I feel
better.
the same. I feel the same.
But the first 1-2 years, if we will share some of the stories, I tell you, man,
Sometimes I just want to thump it out. Let's come.
I don't hit females, guys, so I can't really something.
Come and thump it out and done.
right? Diana also says, love the transparency and realness. Refreshing. Yeah. And with that, we're at the end. Whoa, tonight was beautiful. Thank you, my brother and sister, for coming
Thank you for having us.
in.
This for you.
It was such a great night. And as Jenna said, it's true. The honesty was refreshing. And we really hope that we sharing with you guys, our community, this was able to help you, persons that are millennials and of course or Gen Zs. Because we're on the borderline, so I feel yeah, represent. But yes, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, and big up all our YouTube family. Oh, I'm have to tell them to say them of them business. Yeah. Janae is yeah, like of course, Kenil streams and Janae baked, bliss.
Bliss J.A.
Yeah, I'm Legacy Media Productions, JA.
Right. So go on.
Socksology. Socksology as well.
Yes.
Right.
Coming
Coming soon.
Yes, guys. So go on out and enjoy. Hi, Christine. Must say it's such a small world, you know?
Is that Chrissy?
Yes. She said, thank you guys for sharing. Yeah. But yes, guys, and also remember to go over and support Throughout a Lifetime TV, Lady Glenn, officially shoots I Am Remnant JA. Yes, go and support all our friends. Thank you so much. This month, as I said, we will be featuring other people. You just have to
Stay tuned.
Right. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, my husband says to tell you all to carry 5 subscribers next week.
That is it.
Each one, carry 5 subscribers next week. All right. Good night.